Okay, everyone, we'll get started in a minute. Okay, so this is free Reiki. So Reiki is a form of energy healing. I practice Usui Reiki, and Usui Reiki originated in Japan. Now, Reiki is really good for stress reduction. It's also good for to promote healing. So say you broke your ankle and you're on bed rest, but you want Reiki to kind of speed up the healing. That's really good to use Reiki. Also, Reiki is really good to help you set goals. Now, Reiki is not a replacement for medical treatment. So you would always follow your doctor's orders or your therapist's orders. So Reiki is only in conjunction with medical treatment. Okay, so we're gonna pick a card from the Daily Crystal Inspiration deck. There's a message in here that says, when you open your heart and trust yourself, the universe will always guide you in the right direction. Okay, so we got clear quartz, get crystal clear. I have one that looks exactly like this. Okay, clear quartz, get crystal clear. So let's start with Reiki there. Now, what in your life are you not clear about? Are you not clear about the direction you want to go in, what you want for your career, what you want in your relationship, what you want for your side projects that you're working on? So think of it that way. What do you want to get crystal clear with? And take a second to think of intention for that. Meaning, for me, my example would be I'm setting intention to work on my Reiki and to get creative with my content. That's what I want to get crystal clear with. Okay, so next I'm going to send some protection. So think about, what do you feel like you need protection for? So I'm going to start with protection for our health. So let's start there. So sending protection for all of our health, for our minds and our body. Protection for our jobs. Protection for our money, our finances, our bank accounts. Protection for anybody who has a business. Protection for their clients. Protection for your relationships. Now sending some energy to cleanse your aura. So cleanse your energy of everything that happened today. So any stress that you were a part of, other people's drama, cleansing the negativity from the day. So take the next few minutes to just forget about everything that happened today and to say, as long as I'm watching this, I'm gonna prioritize my self-care and not think about all the things that happened. Say that you're releasing them and you're letting them go in this Reiki session. Okay, now I'm going to send some Reiki for relaxation. So if you feel stressed, if you have anxiety, also if you have trouble sleeping, okay, so next we're going to move into the body. So sending healing to the body and mind. We're going to get started with picking a healing card from the Healing Mantra deck. Okay, we have Greeting Wellness, and it says, balance is the key to a life of infinite miracles. So, I dropped the cards. Balance is the key to a life of infinite miracles. Well, it's actually funny I dropped the cards, right? Because maybe I'm not balanced. Okay. Let's get started on the lower half of the body, so the hips down. So if you have any pain or weakness, this can be helpful. Okay, so let's start on the hips. This is aragonite. Actually, it looks really nice in this light I have. So usually I do my lives in a different area, but I'm using a bright light. So actually this is really nice for the crystals. So this is aragonite, and aragonite is a really powerful grounding stone. Now, it can be a little chaotic in a way that it's really grounding. So just know that, but it is beautiful grounding stone. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna send some Reiki to the back. So if you have back pain or back weakness, or if you're healing from back surgery, okay, so next we're going to move on to the sacral. So the sacral chakra is in the lower stomach. So if you have any lower stomach pain, this can be helpful. Now, this is also our chakra of creativity and intimacy. So if you are working on a creative project and you need a creative boost, that can also be helpful. Now moving up to the solar plexus, which is like in our upper stomach, so that chakra, and that is for like our personal power. So it can be our confidence. That area can hold, you know, emotions that we haven't processed. So it is important to process our emotions and get them out of our body. So it's important if we feel upset to cry, get those emotions out. Journal, talk to our therapists, you know, to really process the things that have happened to us. You know, something that comes up a lot on spiritual talk, that's what we'll call it, is shadow work, right? So when you do your shadow work, you're facing those shadows that you may be avoiding. Right, so it's important to process those things with someone you love or a therapist. So another topic that comes up a lot is spiritual bypassing, which, okay, so spiritual bypassing is kind of like toxic positivity. Like, everything's okay, the universe has my back. Now, I do believe the universe has your back, but it's important to also do your shadow work. So don't ignore the things that come up in your life that need to be processed. Go to therapy, journal, do somatic therapy is great, EMDR therapy. Get those things out of your body, and you can be positive and believe the universe has your back at the same time. Okay, so next we're gonna move up to the heart. So for anyone who has anxiety or who's feeling grief, if you've lost somebody, it could even be like losing a job, sending a loving, warm energy. I feel like this is a strong crystal too, Amazonite. Okay, so sending some Reiki to the neck and shoulders for balance. Moving to the throat. So the throat chakra is our area of communication. So I am going to send some Reiki if you have a cough or sore throat, but what else do you feel like you need to work on there? Is it setting boundaries, advocating for yourself, doing your shadow work, right? So speaking up to get those things out, right? So balancing the throat. Also, it can be the opposite. Maybe you feel like you need to think before you speak. That kind of, maybe you can be very angry too, right? So sending some balance to the throat. I'm in Aries sun, and that used to be my issue, was that I would just like get angry and scream. So sometimes that's an imbalance of the throat as well. Okay. So moving up to the ears and jaw. So if you have any TMJ pain, this can help. Also for the teeth and gums. Okay, now working on congestion. So if you have congestion in your nose or sinus, like I've mentioned at the beginning of the live, if you're new here, that Reiki is not a replacement for medical treatment. It's just can work in conjunction with medical treatment. So always follow your doctor's orders. Okay, so next we're gonna work on the third eye chakra. So, okay, the third eye, this is a tuning fork for the third eye. So the third eye is our area of intuition. So if you are having a hard time making a decision or knowing what you want to do next in life, it is important to meditate and make sure that our third eye is balanced. This is going to be a little bit of sound. Okay, so next we're going to work on the crown. So if you have a headache or migraine, this can be helpful. Okay, so in the beginning of the live, I picked a card from the Daily Crystal Inspiration deck. And we got your quartz get crystal clear. I'm going to put this back in and see what the new energy is after Reiki. This is collective energy. So take it if it resonates. If it don't, let it go. That's how you should deal with all spiritual stuff on TikTok. If it resonates, fine. If it doesn't, let it go, ignore it. Okay, we have Shungite, detox your life. What do you need a detox of? Do you need a detox of social media, drama? Do you need a detox health-wise, you know, that you want to just maybe start exercising, a detox of TV? Think about, what do you want to detox in your life? Okay, everyone. So thank you for joining. I usually go live Mondays and Fridays, 9 p.m. Eastern, but I do hop on throughout the week if I have time. I'm in the Eastern time zone, so all of my lives are on my YouTube. I put the replays there so you can watch all of them in full. There's plenty of content there, the Self-Care Librarian, if you want to watch all my lives, if you're not in my time zone or if you can't catch them. So the Self-Care Librarian on YouTube, and then my Instagram is the Self-Care Librarian. And also, if you want a private session with me, I have 50% off right now, so it's only $25 US and it's done on Zoom. So if you're international, if you're not in the US, we can still work a time out. So the link's in my bio, and there's a calendar there, $25 US. Also, I teach Reiki 1 and 2. Right now, I'm doing 25% off my classes. So if you email me, theselfcarelibrarian at gmail.com, I can give you information on that. Okay, so all of this information's in my bio, and thank you everyone for joining.